The cases of COVID-19 sprouting from all over the world, the irrepressible question amongst people is when will this pandemic end? However, virologists, researchers, and doctors have quite a different set of problems. The treatment, vaccine, viruses' behavior, and testing. With its epicenter in Wuhan, the virus was expected to spread to nearby states and countries. But the opposite happened. Today, most of the world is under the siege of COVID-19. So where are we in terms of ending the pandemic? Coronaviruses are an entire class of viruses. These viruses have crown-like protein projections on their surface, which gives them the name corona. The disease COVID-19 is caused by a virus of this class which is new to human knowledge. That is why we call it new or novel coronavirus. Coronaviruses aren't living beings to start with. They are called pseudo-alive, or they can't do anything themselves. They need a living host cell to function. You might know that the humans have DNA which is double-stranded, whereas coronaviruses contain their genetic information in RNA which is single-stranded. This RNA is inside a lipid membrane. You can also say that this membrane consists of fat. That is the reason you're asked to wash your hands with soap, because the pH nature of soap breaks the fatty membrane and destroys the virus. In case your respiratory tract or nose comes in contact with the virus, your lung can become easy host for the virus. But how do we test for it? RT-PCR. This can detect as little as one virus particle in swabs taken from inside the mouth or nose. The DNA of the cells from the swab is searched for viruses' RNA through a complex process of reverse transcription. The other test is serological. A sample of blood is taken and then is tested for the antibodies our immune system produces to fight the COVID infection. If someone is found positive, they are then treated. But where are we in terms of treatment? On March 20, WHO announced the launch of Solidarity, a giant multinational trial for testing therapies that researchers suggest could be helpful in fighting COVID-19. Solidarity includes research looking at 4 possible therapeutics: remdesivir, chloroquine, hydroxychloroquine, lopinavir with ritonavir, and lopinavir plus ritonavir with interferon beta. The emergency of the situation has brought the need for repurposing drugs. None of these drugs were originally made to treat coronavirus-related diseases. Developed by Gilead, remdesivir is an unapproved drug that was originally developed to fight Ebola. It has helped 68% patients with severe breathing problems due to COVID-19, according to research. Hydroxychloroquine, an anti-malarial drug, is being put to trial as a possible treatment. Lopinavir and ritonavir are antivirals against HIV. Interferon beta-1 are used for the treatment of multiple sclerosis, along with lopinavir and ritonavir. Despite the ongoing testing, none of these drugs have officially been approved as treatment for COVID-19. Researchers believe that vaccine is the best measure. But where is our vaccine against COVID-19? A vaccine introduces inactive or weak version of pathogens which cause that particular disease into the body. These pathogens are weak enough to not cause the disease, but strong enough to make the immune system react by producing antibodies. WHO says that vaccines rarely threaten life. In order to make these fatalities rare, vaccines go through years of testing over multiple individuals to understand potential health risks involved with different people. There are 2 types of vaccines: preventive and therapeutic. Preventive vaccine is administered to a non-infected or healthy person. If sometime later the pathogen re-enters the organism, these antibodies are supposed to recognize and destroy it. Therapeutic vaccines, on the other hand, are administered in patient or a person affected with viral infection. Therapeutic vaccines aim to increase the activity of the body's natural defense system by prompting the body to produce more antibodies. In case of COVID-19, scientists are using two approaches to experiment on a vaccine by using either the plasma of COVID-19 infected patients or samples of antibodies from the SARS coronavirus 1 outbreak of 2002. Some scientists say that developing a coronavirus vaccine might take a year or more, as there are many steps involved in the process to ensure that the vaccine is safe and effective. This is going to be the fastest produced vaccine if everything goes well.